All right, guys, we had an action-packed weekend this Sunday or past Sunday for NFL. A lot of games that we can discuss. We could go in depth on pretty much the whole slate of scheduled games that happened yesterday. But in my opinion, I think we have to talk about two games in particular: the Ravens and Chiefs game, and then the Packers and Cowboys. So both games were entertaining in different ways. For me, I think it was favorable on my end for the Ravens and Chiefs, but that's just me. But we have to have a discussion. First and foremost, I'd say with Packers and Cowboys ending in a tie, I think I'll start because I did not have this in mind at all. This outcome was not something that I foresaw. I didn't think the Cowboys would be able to score as much as they did against the Packers. I thought the Packers' defense has looked like the best in the league thus far. And, it was a shootout. And then you got to credit Dak because CeeDee Lamb was hurt going into the game. Obviously, the Cowboys' defense is not good at all. It's pretty horrific, actually. So, Jordan Love was going up and down the field. But it was an entertaining game because I love watching shootouts. But were you surprised by the outcome? And before you go, I just have to say this: I hate ties. The NFL should just keep letting them play. Keep going. The ties, it just defeats the whole purpose of competition.
Exactly. What's the point?
There's a winner and a loser. We don't tie. So that's it. But I'll let you just discuss what you thought about that game.
Yeah, it was a good game. Yeah, crazy game for sure. Yeah, I didn't have high expectations for it because I thought the Packers were gonna dominate. Because again, when you look at what the Cowboys had, like you said, no CeeDee Lamb, and it was just okay, what are they gonna do?
Yeah.
How are they gonna make this a game and everything? And all of a sudden, next thing I know, it's it's going into overtime, and then again, they're still battling out, guns blazing and all, and yeah, so for me, it was a very entertaining game, a game that I wasn't expecting to be entertaining for sure, and yeah, it's just a testament to, again, you could argue that it just shows Dak is
he's better than you think. Maybe.
Better than you think, yeah, as far as that goes, just showing what he can do at the end of the day, and yeah, I was just really surprised by the Packers defense for sure. As far as not being able to stop them.
No.
And so.
Because you might have thought that with Micah Parsons, obviously a lot of emotion involved with him going back to Dallas to play against his old team. Obviously the Cowboys didn't want him to wreck the game, so they put had a lot of attention devoted to him. So you'd expect the other guys to feast, and that just didn't happen. So. The Cowboys coaching staff deserves a lot of credit, and a lot of people were not really enamored with their head coach who they hired in off season, but I'd say he's leaning into what they are. They're an offensive team that's just going to try to outscore you, and we'll see if it's sustainable. But obviously that game it might have been the game of the week in my opinion, or game of the weekend, but. Ravens-Chiefs, I think, was the game of the week that people were coming into the season, that people were ready to write the obituary of the Chiefs, say they were done, they were finished, and it went about not exactly how I thought, but I did think I was pretty confident the Chiefs would win, because that's what they do against. Let me just be plain with this. Patrick Mahomes, he just owns Lamar Jackson. People don't want to admit it because they don't want to be mean, and I don't want to be mean, but he just owns him. Lamar Jackson, there's an argument to be made that he is one of the... it's not an argument. He is one of the greatest quarterbacks that's ever played the game. And then in the regular season, he's up there. He's a top 5 quarterback all time in the regular season. He's won the MVP twice. But... whenever he goes against the Chiefs, for some reason, inexplainable things happen. He throws picks that just shouldn't happen. He fumbles the ball off his own O-lineman. These things just don't happen. Against any other team, And then the Chiefs were just driving down the field whenever they wanted. Mahomes had his best game that he's had in a long time. So, like, I think the Chiefs, I wouldn't say they're, like, all the way back, because obviously they need to get another receiver back, Rashee Rice. But the Ravens, now with a bunch of injuries too, Lamar's hurt,
Yeah,
they
got so
don't
many
look like
injuries,
they
yeah.
are gonna, like, I still think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't see, like, deep playoff run in their future.
You still say, yeah.
Hmm.
It's
You don't, you're,
no, I didn't say all that. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Yeah, I mean the injuries, and then also just yeah, the way the Chiefs. Again, I gotta give credit to the Chiefs for doing what they had to do, and then like you see Worthy too, like the how he helped with that, helped alleviate Patrick's like limitations as well too. We gotta give credit where it's credit due with that as well to Xavier Worthy coming back and all, and yeah, just the Chiefs looked like the Chiefs. Honestly, they really did. Much as I don't want to admit it, they did like they did, and also just again like just with Lamar Jackson as well, like just going back to Lamar Jackson. Um, Again, I still think it's just like a coaching problem. Everything a coaching.
okay, all right, before you keep going, I will admit some of the coaching decisions were crazy.
Were they not?
Because
Yes.
They
You act like
went
I'm
on. They
tripping
went on
every
some.
time.
They went on a fourth down early in the game. Like they were down 6, I think, and
Yeah.
on their own field. But then it was a 4th and 1. But you don't have Derrick Henry in the game, so everybody knows you're gonna pass.
That's the play out. Yeah, like just those little things I was looking at as far as why isn't Derrick Henry on the field? Why are we making these plays or these play calls that don't make necessarily a lot of sense? So that's why I say that, like, as far as that goes too, and again, not to take any away from Lamar. Like, yeah, there were some mistakes Lamar did make in that game. I'll admit he made some mistakes, but again, he's human, and he, again, we know that like you said in the regular season, he finds his way back and everything.
Yeah, they'll be fine. I'm not concerned about that. It's just they're not trying to just be fine. Their goal is to win the Super Bowl, and he has to play well in these games, these types of games, where it's a big game, and it's either the Chiefs or the playoffs. You've got to be able to do the same things you do against any other team.
Mm-hmm.
But with that being said, I'm not writing them off completely just to make the playoffs, but I don't see like them being, especially with their defense. Their defense is awful. Like,
Yes, yeah.
and it's going to be even worse because they got people hurt now. So it might not be good for the next couple weeks or so for them.
Gonna be rough. Gonna be a rough go around.
All right, before we finish on this topic, if you had to make one pick right now for MVP, who would it be? Real quickly.
That's tough. Right now, you go ahead.
Oh my god. I think it is tough because
It's still early.
Yeah,
for me,
it's early, and last week I would have said Justin Herbert. This week he didn't play well against the Giants and they lost. I think other guys like Baker were in the contention. Daniel Jones, oddly enough, was in contention for a while.
He's
He's still playing well, honestly.
Yeah, he's still playing. So I'm not surprised with that one.
I think watered down competition it hurts this guy a bit because he hasn't played anybody outside of the Ravens. But I would say Josh Allen has the best case right now.
Yeah, and I mean, as much as I do want to say, you know who, Jalen Hurts.
Oh
I do.
my god!
Like I
you
do.
mean the guy who had no completions in the second half of a game?
Yeah, that wasn't the best. So it was like, oh man. And
I don't think his receiver.
I got AJ
would
Brown.
say that.
Yeah, I know AJ Brown going through it right now, and I feel for him too.
He posted Bible quotes on Twitter.
Yeah, I know the Bible.
I mean, it's good that he's reading it, but like, he's not doing it because he wants to. He's trying
spread the gospel.
Yeah, he wants some sympathy.
Subliminal messaging right there, for sure. Yeah, as far as if we're thinking about, as much as I don't want to say, Josh Allen, I would, for right now, because it's still early, I would say Josh Allen.
Yeah, very, very early. Yeah. Somebody, like, out of nowhere, like, could just go on a deep run and get hot. But yeah, I'm excited because I think a lot of teams, nobody's really separating themselves. Everybody's kind of just, the best teams are still competitive. I don't think anyone is so dominant, so it's good.